Every investor that we talked to said yes, but one. And he didn't like our location where we were. He said it's a dead zone, there's no walk-up traffic, you're never gonna get anybody to come to the tap room. I just think it's a flawed process. And thank God he was wrong. I mean, when we started this thing, it was a hobby that had gone wild. When we got into the business in 2014, it was fairly forgiving in a way because the business was growing at 15–20% a year. So we got into at the right time. And if your business is growing at a rapid pace, if you make mistakes, they're not as apparent. However, if you have to swing and fight and compete in the beginning, you gotta have everything perfect. And I would say we didn't have everything perfect, but we always knew there would become a day when it was going to be like a regular business, when you'd have to actually get out there and you would grow based on gaining market share rather than just the market growing. It's worked out really well. We've grown every year except last year because we've focused on building this, but the new location will help us now, elevate and take it off. So, but it's been, we're a year late. So it's supposed to take 1 year to get in here, and it's taken 2. So that's posed a lot of challenges, but they're all character building, A lot of it is that when you start a business like this, you figure it's gonna take so much money. And then when that's gone, then you better hope that there's more money behind it. So those are the stresses that really weigh heavily. The wonderful thing was that the investors that we have and had and continue to have just been fantastic. They believe, they're in line with the vision, they're willing to support us, so it's been wonderful. And then the city has invested heavily in this as well. So without the city of McKinney contributing and being a partner in this, but that was probably the most stressful thing, was the cash, because it takes a lot. I think you have to be a little weird to be a purebred entrepreneur. There's something different about people that do this. And really you have to fight through, and rather than just pounding through the wall, you got to take 4 or 5 steps back and look to your right, look to your left, look if you can go over it or under it, and just find a way to get through it. And then I think the other thing is that I just don't see how as an entrepreneur you can be a perfectionist. 80% is good enough. Executing as fast as you can, I think, is what really helps, kind of get to the end game. And the end game in the beer business is seeing, a couple thousand people out here with smiles on their face with all their friends drinking beer and having a great time. So the end game is rewarding. So. And there really wasn't a day that I thought, we're just never gonna get there. Because we had 1,200 people at our grand opening and nobody knew what a TUPPS even was. So it just was, there's a new brewery. And then we've earned a reputation. We've grown up to where we're in one of the top breweries in the state. There's over 400 breweries, and I think last year we ranked 11th in volume. We want to get in the top 5. I think this location will really help us tell the story and leverage the brand. So, we're not spit polished. This is rough and tumble. This is a real business with real people, with real products. If we stay true to that, I think sky's the limit.